Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, we present the Raw Ring Report coming up. A lot of these matches gearing you up for SummerSlam. Let's get to it. Xavier Woods has an issue with Karrion Kross, and Karrion Kross wants to break up the New Day one way or another, saying that there's a fake day. We'll hear if Xavier Woods can finally do what he needs to do to break off Karrion Kross. That's coming up. Also, too, in a 6-woman tag team match, Live Rock Cure teams of Carter could take a chance to take on a.k.a. Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Starks, better known as you know who, in another match. But can the new trio of Deville, Baszler, and Starks dominate Kane Carter? Can take a chance, former tag team champions and the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, and 6-woman tag. We'll hear from that. Also, too, we get to this main event. Gunther takes on Finn Balor, a match that we've been waiting for nearly 4 years. They're going to finally duke it out. And the Gunther wants to get his championship match at SummerSlam against Damian Priest. We'll talk about that. And 2, right here, we kick Raw off with this. Seth Rollins explains his instructions to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre as these two look for lock horns at SummerSlam, and Seth Rollins has the key as special guest referee. We'll get to it. And speaking of special guest referees, look who was in the house. The WWE Hall of Famer and former WWE legendary commentator Jesse the Body Ventura made a rare appearance. Just paid a visit. But we'll get to it. Just by two. No thank you by SummerSlam. We get the Pro Wrestling Show started. The Raw Ring Report to start right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kenny Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button. We are gearing up for the road to SummerSlam, so let's not miss nothing right here, right now. As we get SummerSlam started with this, we know that Seth Rollins will be the special guest referee after it was named last week. Seth Rollins will try to call it right down the middle if he can call it right down the middle. We know a thing or two about a lot of people who have not been a part of the show, but was wrestling, but they want to be part of something. So Seth Rollins will be part of SummerSlam wearing some little outrageous outfit. The referee, I hope he doesn't wear that SummerSlam, but you never know with Seth Rollins what he has in store at SummerSlam. But Seth Rollins looking to, I guess, be the special guest referee, and Seth Rollins wanting to explain the rules to both CM Punk and Drew McIntyre on what they need to expect at SummerSlam. This is going to be a SummerSlam of the making, as these two men, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, don't like each other, as well as CM Punk and Seth Rollins don't like each other. And Seth Rollins made it clear that he don't like Drew McIntyre. This is going to be a match right here that we've been waiting for, anticipating at SummerSlam. CM Punk got his jewelry stolen, his wife's name on it, and his dog. And CM Punk looks to get even at the provision that Seth Rollins had set that said that at SummerSlam that neither man cannot touch each other until SummerSlam. So we're going to be waiting to see. There's no provision clause that they can't provoke clause that they can't really touch each other until SummerSlam. This is a match that I've been waiting to see. It's going to be one of the 3 feature main events. This is literally a grudge match. This has been building up since the Royal Rumble after Drew McIntyre eliminated CM Punk and really injured him. Punk couldn't get a chance, and CM Punk getting back and getting even with Drew McIntyre to say that he screwed Drew McIntyre out of 3 world championship occasions at WrestleMania, at Clash at the Castle, and now at Money in the Bank. But this feud is gonna finally end and settle in the ring. This might be the beginning between these two. And hopefully we get a winner. I mean, what's gonna go down? So we'll see at SummerSlam. Well, speaking of SummerSlam, guess who made a well, we'll get to it a little bit later. Jesse the Body Ventura, longtime commentator for WWE back in the '80s, made a very appearance. Jesse had something to say. He said behind the scenes, but Jesse Ventura, the WWE cameras caught Jesse in special guest referee. We get this that the Miz will be the host of SummerSlam. Miz doing pulling double duty. Miz winning the was WrestleMania host last year. Now he's the host of SummerSlam this year, coming back from his hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. So Miz a sort of a homecoming for him, hosting SummerSlam once again. So congratulations to Miz. He's doing a fantastic documentary and stuff. Well, we get to this. Um, we get to this. Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio trying to work out their problems. Mysterio and Ripley trying to work out. Khalil trying to be about his game. I don't know about what going on with his game, but Carlito didn't think that was cool. So Carlito kind of a little bit upset by his game. Rhea Ripley trying to figure out what she needs to do to win back her women's championship. But I think Rhea Ripley's going to figure out what's going to go down a little bit later. Well, we get to this a tag team match. Otis and Cesaro went against the Creed brothers. The Creed brothers with that freakish strength. The Creed brothers picked up Otis and slammed him. And Otis got slammed. And then at the match, the Creed brothers won. You can tell right here on Cesaro and Otis. Otis really didn't have no choice, but the Creed brothers won. But after the match was this, they was gonna put their hands on Maxine Dupree, Chad Gable, but Chad Gable got stunned out of nowhere. Chad Gable didn't realize what was going down. Chad Gable got cornered with the Creeds after he heard that music. Chad Gable trying to figure out what's next for him. Chad Gable did what he needed to do until Uncle Howdy showed up. Uncle Howdy coming out of nowhere and attack Chad. Tried to get his Creeds, his people. Um, we saw right here the Creed brothers being scared of the Wide Six. The Wide Six to terrorize the Creeds, and the Creeds did not know what to do. It was kind of a weird moment. Um, we got that, but at the end, the Creeds got destroyed by the Wide Six as well as Chad Gable, who escaped. Well, Chad Gable and the Creeds went to General Manager Adam Pearce to make our match official for next week on Raw. And the General Manager made the match official. The General Manager made the match here. The Wide Six, the team of Joe Gacy, Uncle Howdy, Redbeard, and got his name. Well, they're gonna be taking on the Creed brothers and Chad Gable next week on Raw on Sci-Fi. So we'll look forward to seeing that next week on Raw. It's gonna be his name. I forgot who name. I forgot his name. Remember Samuel Shaw. I forgot his name. I forgot his name, but hey, it don't matter. Forgot his name, but hey, it. Well, um, yeah, I forgot his name, but hey, they're gonna be in action next week. But speaking of that, Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, the former WWE champion, Sheamus was in action. Sheamus went against Brick Bronson Reed. Sheamus tried to do so. Bronson Reed coming early strong with the attack and stuff. Bronson Reed attacking Sheamus down to the table. Sheamus, then Brick Bronson Reed with the fireman carry slam into the fireman carry slam to do what he needed to do. And Bronson Sheamus used the white noise up top of the ring. So as you see right here, Bronson Reed using the using his strength right there. Big Bronson Reed. You see right here. And then Sheamus getting knocked out by what's his name? Got his name. Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne came out of nowhere, laid out Sheamus. Bronson Reed took advantage of the win. Big Bronson Reed won the match. Big Bronson Reed taking advantage of Sheamus. Big Bronson Reed with we can show that splash. We show that splash with Big Bronson Reed. I'm gonna show you that. We'll get to the New Day a little bit later. This is the splash right here. That Big Bronson Reed won by splashing Sheamus and got a win over Sheamus in the direct end with the help of Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne should be ashamed of himself after what Sheamus had done for him and stuff. And Pete Dunne decided that he wanted to do what he needed to do on Sheamus, which that was wrong, but hey, it is what it is. Also, too, Zelina Vega being attacked by Shayna Baszler, Zoe Starks, and Sonya Deville. Zelina Vega said some nasty remarks to the ladies, and the ladies decided to take advantage and attack Selena Vega in the stomach. I don't know why they did what they did, but Selena Vega have been seen since. Also, too, Braun Breaker looking forward to challenge for the Intercontinental Championship this Saturday. Braun Breaker decided to make fun of Sami Zayn, saying Sami Zayn and friends, and saying Sami Zayn wants to be a comedian rather than not taking things serious. And Sami Zayn doing what he need to do. I think Braun Breaker looking to add more on some gold. It felt like he was bad at Money in the Bank, and he wants to make up for it and win the Intercontinental Championship. To do so, he needs to defeat Sami Zayn to become the Intercontinental Champion. After he said that Sami Zayn is distracted by a comedy show. Oh man, a comedy show. Oh, people. Well, we'll see at SummerSlam if that comes true and that comes possible. Also, too, Karrion Cross was in action. This Karrion Cross decided to shave his goatee, his beard, and want to be that. Well, Karrion Cross took on Xavier Woods. This match right here, the Karrion told Xavier Woods that Kofi Kingston should retire after he lost the WWE Championship, which that was nearly 5 years ago. I mean, he got a point. Kofi Kingston ain't been the same ever since losing the WWE title. It was delegated to the New Day. And Karrion keeps trying to tell him, hey, you need to break away, and saying the New Day was just that, a lie. And I think he doesn't want to do that and doesn't want to feel like he owns to that. But only time will tell what Karrion Cross is trying to do, what Karrion's voice to do. So we'll see if that's going to come up true for Karrion Cross and all the rest of them. Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental Champion, um, raised up his goal after helping his friend Jay Uso. Jay Uso was in a match. Sami Zayn was in the match too. Sami took on Dominic Mysterio. What's going on? Jay was in a match too. Jay won his match over Carlito. I mean, it was just easy pickings. Just you knew who was gonna win. And I think last year compared to this year, Jay was in the main event at SummerSlam and in a totally different space. And I figure what Rikishi is saying, maybe you gotta listen to your daddy, Jay. Get yourself out there. What's going on? But, hey. Yes, we. All right. Also, too, Liv Morgan tried to send a message, and how appropriate, how fitting for Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, got she's right behind Dominic. Liv Morgan trying to show that wants to she wants Dominic bad. She wants him real bad, and she'll do what she has to do to get her hands on Dominic. And I guess she's trying to use this magic spell or whatever she got going on. But she's saying she's gonna end her summer live tour at SummerSlam by defeating Rhea Ripley and retaining her women's championship. So there's a lot going on, a lot riding at SummerSlam. So we're gonna be seeing this going forward and how this is gonna play out eventually. Well, we told you earlier about the Liv Morgan, Shayna Baszler, Sonya Deville, and Zoe Starks. They was all in action. They won their match at the Zoe Starks 360, the 360 deal right here. And we can tell right here, Zoe Starks hit it perfectly on Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, and they won the match, but they got confronted by Damage Control. Who can forget nearly 2 years ago when Damage Control debuted with Bailey? And now 2 years later, they're trying to get their ducks on the roll. So we could see that Damage Control wanted to get their hands on Dakota Kai, on not on Dakota Kai, but on Bailey, and not Bailey, but on the lesbians. We'll say that the lesbians. So hey, we'll see. But we can tell that Kane Carr and Kakan Chance and them was trying to put an effort, but the effort just didn't work tonight. Well, Sami Zayn, you see right here, did the same. And what Braun Breaker tried to do to Sammy, the Intercontinental Champion. Looking forward to get his hands on Braun. And Braun did that sneak attack on Zayn. This match is going to be really, really interesting to see at SummerSlam between these two coming up. So we'll see how that's going to play out, play dividends. Because you can tell right here, Sami Zayn did want to go, but just wasn't enough. But Sami Zayn will looking forward to getting his match against Braun Breaker this Saturday at SummerSlam. We'll see. Uh, see right here. The Judgment Day try to jump on in there with Dominic and stuff. So it's a lot. Well, we get to this match, the main event, as Gunther, the number one contender for the WWE World Championship. Gunther looking forward to take on a former world champion into Finn Balor. Finn Balor looking to try to soften the blow for his friend Damian Priest. After Finn told Damian that he's going to do that. But Finn knows that him and Damian may be on the same page, but might be different story at SummerSlam. Finn might have different alternative methods, motives coming out of SummerSlam. But we'll see. That's going to go down eventually. Also, too, you see right here, Gunther attacking Finn Balor in the match. This match was supposed to happen in NXT in 2020. For 4 years later, we're getting the match that everyone's been talking about, buzzing about, and dreaming about. Gunther with his Smash Mouth style, as well as Finn Balor, known for his Smash Mouth style. Gunther planting a big boot. The big boot landed onto Finn Balor. But the end, you can tell right here, Finn Balor doing what he need to do to hit the coup de grace and hit the coup de grace to do what he had to do. Uh, Gunther won his match over Finn Balor. So Gunther looking forward to his match against Finn Balor this coming up Saturday. Um, you know what? So we'll see. Gunther and Finn Balor go. We'll see if Damian Priest can retain his world championship at SummerSlam. The odds are not looking good in his favor, but we'll see if Damian can pull a miracle in the match he needs to do. All right, that's going to do it for the Pro Wrestling Show. just a SmackDown Ring Report. Let's talk about wrestling hot topics. On wrestling hot topics, let's get to this. Something that I did not see coming, and I'm kind of glad he's back. Jesse the Body Ventura, the former governor of Minnesota, who they were all was in Minnesota. Jesse, no stranger to the WWE. When they're back in the 80s, was one of the best commentators, along with Bobby Brain, he of the 80s and 90s. Jesse Ventura knows a thing or two about refereeing at SummerSlam. Mike Cole gave a lot of statistics, saying that Jesse was the guest referee at SummerSlam 1999 between Triple H, Stone Cold, and Mankind. But Jesse also played a pivotal role at the inaugural SummerSlam when Jesse was the special guest referee for the Million Dollar Man Ted DiBiase and Andre the Giant to take on the mega powers of Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage. That was a memorable moment. It lives in the infamous of times throughout. So, hey, Jesse Ventura back. So we'll see what's going to that lead to. But Vince McMahon had a lot going on with his father now. Man, speaking of that, the I Scepter, this Las Vegas spear, a lot of wrestling organizations wants to do their wrestling event on that spear. We hear reports about WWE and AEW want to put themselves on that spear. Be the first wrestling promotion to do it. We'll see if they'll do it coming up, but hey, we'll see. All right, we're gonna leave you with the Ring General Gunther. Can Gunther leave Cleveland as the world heavyweight champion? Only time will tell, and we'll see about that. All right. We wanted to say thank you for, well, before we leave, we got one more thing, one more band of business before we leave. Well, do we have more? I don't think we do. I think that leaves us to that. We talked about everything. We talked about what's going. Oh, we want to send a congratulations to Devon Eriks and Dustin Rose winning the six-man tag team championship Ring of Honor AEW. So congratulations to them. All right. We'll just leave it like that. We're gonna leave it with this: Seth Rollins giving his instructions to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. They want to rip each other's heads apart. We'll see that coming up at SummerSlam. So, for me being Kendrick Dix, saying thank you for watching the Raw Ring Report. I'll be your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. We'll see you next time.